Hey guys, it's Kayla and welcome to Freshman Fridays number 3. Today we are going to be talking about the transition to food at school. Because it's obviously a little bit different eating at school than it is eating at home. So yeah, we're going to talk about that. At my school we have a lot of different, we have a lot of different options of things to eat. We have 4 different options of places to eat, though. We had 2 cafes, Diversions and Oppenheimer, and they had, like, pastries and coffee, obviously, and sometimes sandwiches and salads. We also had The Cellar, which is the pizza shop, which could be very dangerous. It also had, like, a little mini-mart in it, and so, like, that you could use our food plan for, and that probably would be the thing that killed me. And then our main diner. The whole house, most schools that I know of work their, like, eating system is you'll either have a set amount of, like, dining dollars that is, like, each food item has, like, an equivalent, like, cost to it, and so then you add up that cost and you charge that. Or other schools have, like, you get a certain number of meals per, semester, quarter, whatever system you're on. My school had the dining dollars thing, and so a dining dollar wasn't exactly equal to $1. It was different, for the first, like, set of them, and then after that it was, you would buy them, they were equal. But anyway, that's a different story. That's about money. But for the food, it's, at my school, it's good food. I love the food at my school, personally, but it's not the same as home-cooked food. And that was kind of the thing, I missed being able to cook a lot. My dorm had a kitchen, but it was in the basement, and I lived on the 4th floor, and I wasn't really feeling that whole, like, walking down there to cook. Plus, it's really small, and it's not a good thing. Like, cooking in a dorm kitchen isn't really, I don't know, it's just not a good way to go. So I think that's the thing I missed the most, was actually being able to cook my own food, because I love to cook. But my school, our diner has an Italian station, a Latin American station, an Asian station, a vegetarian, the grill, a chef's table, and a deli. That's what that's called. So we had lots of options for food, and I tried to switch it up. At one point, I was getting the same thing. Like, there was weeks where I'd go, like, I'd either get, I went a whole week once getting I went a whole month once getting for lunch every day a turkey, bacon, cheddar, lettuce, and ranch sandwich on sourdough bread. That was my favorite thing to get, and I only went to the deli for, like, the first, like, month and a half of school. And that would be my lunch and occasionally dinner as well. And then I also went another month where I did nothing but the salad bar and just got chicken Caesar salads for an entire, like, 2 weeks. And so it's kind of easy to get into, like, a habit of just eating the same thing. Like, my roommate and I only went to the deli. Like, she got one sandwich that she always got, and I had another that I always got, and that's, like, it. And it kind of was boring. But then we realized, hey, it doesn't have to be boring. Because there's a lot of schools that I know of have a lot of options, and so it's just not getting into a rut of eating the same thing. Because a lot of us do that at home, too, where we just, like, eat the same thing. But, like, when you're at school, you have a lot more options because you're not limited by what you can cook. So I think that, yeah, that's a good thing. The other thing for me that was a problem was the motivation to actually go eat. Even though the dining hall wasn't very far from my dorm, sometimes I would get back from class and I would have had lunch when I was out before I would go to class. I'd go back to my room, and then kind of like 6:30, I'd be like, I'm hungry, but I don't really want to go get dinner. So I think the main thing is to, like, if you think you're gonna have that problem, at least at first, set yourself times to go eat, because I know for the last 2 months of school, I didn't really eat dinner. And though the weight I lost was a wonderful thing, the way my body felt was not, because I would go to bed hungry, and that was just never good. Plus, I usually didn't get to get big breakfasts. I would have, like, maybe a coffee or a muffin on the go, just because I didn't have a lot of time in the mornings because I would wake up late. So it's just making sure you have that motivation to, like, go and get meals, because you can't just snack your way through college. That is how people get in the freshman 15, and you don't want to do that. So you need to still, like, be eating meals like you would at home. I think that was the hardest thing for me towards the end of the year, just because I was so swamped and busy. Really all my points on, like, food, you need to make sure you eat when you should. Don't go crazy on your dining dollars or food plan, because they go really quick. I had to buy more at the end of this year. And use all of your options on campus because I loved getting to go to the cafes and to the cellar and get pizza. Oh, the pizza's so good. I miss that so much. But so use all of your options. Don't just get stuck in a rut. So yeah, that is my little spiel on food. Next week, we are going to be talking about midterms. So that's going to be fun. And make sure you're leaving your requests for more Freshman Fridays and other videos down below. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!